So how did this whole seven summits started? Like,
It's a very funny thing to say, or rather, it's a very naive thing to say. I was going after 2020 COVID. Obviously, everyone were at home. I went back. I did Brahmatal first, and then the next year I did Sandakphu. Again, just coming back to the mountains. I was overweight. I was thinking, okay, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? There was this one guy who in Sandakphu in December who said that he's climbing the Himalayas. He's here for a leisure walk. I was like, what? I'm dying here again. You're saying leisure walk. And he was talking about his journey to the seven summits, how he's doing it, what kind of preparation he's doing, and everything else. I didn't think much of it. But after Sandakphu, I came back home and I started dreaming about the seven. It's like, okay, yeah, I mean, obviously, it's an influence, right? Recency bias is what we usually say, right? Then I started having that dream over and over and over and over again. I remember having, when I was doing my first, when I was doing Everest Base Camp. After Rupin, I imagined, or rather I dreamed about being at Everest Base Camp. And I thought I didn't have any kind of money, but I'm going to make it a reality. So I went. So at this moment in time, I was dreaming over and over again about the seven. And it flowed back into the whole idea of climbing the seventh, which is Everest. So I should do it. That's where the dream began, the journey began. The dream to implementation is a big, is a big gap, of course. Because just dreaming about it and actually putting in the work and the money and the effort and coordination, talking to your parents, telling them that, yeah, I'm climbing mountains all across the world. Are you mad? Who has the money? I don't, but loans. So that's, the dream to implementation is a big stage and there's a big gap. Fortunately, I'm a delivery manager, project manager, so I understand processes in mind, so I set up processes for myself. It's easier to follow a process rather than be haphazard in that case. But yeah, it started with a dream and it continues with the same dream. Every single time I climb, I check off one thing in that dream. But the more I, obviously in the climb, the more I dream. And the more I dream, the more I want to continue.
So I wanted to ask you about one aspect which you mentioned, financials. How does it work?
It doesn't. So that's a simple answer. Because doing mountaineering full time is not an option generally. Not only because of the lack of financial opportunities from mountaineering, but also because doing the same thing over and over again is going to make it a job. I don't want a job.
Yes.
India Hikes doesn't pay well. A lot of these places don't pay well. So you need to think about how do you sustain it financially. And again, that's where my other passion comes into the picture of climbing the corporate ladder. I'm very focused in that department as well. So I work a lot. She sees that, unfortunately. These guys also see it so much. I work a lot. I wake up at 5, 6, train for about 3-4 hours, come back, start working, log off at around 11 p.m. in the night, and the cycle repeats over and over again. So it's just work, training, sleeping as much as possible. So earn as much as possible, save as much as possible, take loans. Remember that you have the payment capacity to actually pay back. And sometimes you don't as well, but balance it as much as possible. Again, there's no simple answer for it. If you want to do it, you should be doing it, or rather you can do it. It's not about should also. I want to climb, so I'll make it a reality. nobody's going to help me. Nobody's going to give me any kind of sponsorship. Nobody's going to do anything. Putting myself out there is going to help me put my face across as something, okay, I'm reaching out for a dream. And recently I've understood that people are fascinated by people trying to achieve dreams rather than anything else, which again, to me, as a person who thinks, okay, maybe people are not interested, somehow people are interested for some reason, but it's a dream. And when we say it's a dream, a lot of people dream things but they don't want to put in the effort to it. So when someone is making it a reality, it's a strange feeling of having some sort of community with that person, thinking, okay, if I support that person, I feel a sense of achievement as well, which I did not know existed. But my friends say it does exist. It's nice.